something on the jerk bait here. Feels decent. Not like gigantic. I don't think this is like a huge wiper or something, but he's a fish. Might be a little bigger than I thought. What do I have here? I think that's a big walleye. Yeah. Yeah. That's a very nice walleye. Oh, wow. How bad do I want to mess with this in order to not have to get it untangled from my net versus securing the catch? Got him. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Freaking nice, girthy walleye. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Oh, look at that tank. Oh, man. You about guarantee this guy's going to be an inch short of a master angler. All the big walleyes I catch here are. Yep. 26 and a half, 3/4. Master angler's either 27 or 28, I think. Man, this guy's close to 27 though. Tell you what, we're gonna figure that out later. Right now we're gonna get him on the stringer. All right, that's a freaking nice walleye, guys. Sweet. So anyway, no intro on this one. I was camping here last night. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but over on the point over there, we've got some hammocks set up. Me and my brother and his 9-year-old son and our friend Aaron doing some camping, and got up early. It's 5:59 right now. I probably hooked into that about 10 minutes ago, and I've been fishing probably since 5:15 or so. Really wanted to get into some topwater bite. It seems like every year I'm lucky enough to come out here and catch a gigantic wiper on a spook, and that's really kind of what I was hoping for. But I honestly just haven't seen hardly any action on the surface, and I was throwing that spook for 45 minutes or something like that without really any interest at all in it. So I switched over to the jerk bait when I got over to this spot and hooked into that big walleye. So I think I'm gonna keep that thing going. All I'm doing with the jerk bait is, honestly, I kind of cast it out. At the time I was actually drifting, so I was casting this with the wind and just kind of giving it steady twitches. So kind of reel it down to the right depth and then just twitch, 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 twitch. There's a time for the like twitch, twitch, pause, and I'll still do that during the summer, but this time of year the water temp is, let's see, water temp is like 73 degrees first thing in the morning, and they're pretty active, so you don't really need to give them very long pauses. But I still do like a jerk bait as opposed to a crankbait. I think it entices a lot of bites. Got one on the 6XD. Casted that one up shallow. I've been casting out deep, but that one I casted up kind of towards the bank there. Oh, came off of there. That was a good smallmouth. Well, let's get back in there, I guess.
So just wanted to kind of show you the campsite and the hammock camping that we did the night before. This is me just kind of making my way back to where my brother and a friend and nephew were set up. So kind of getting back out of the water here. You can see my green hammock up there ahead of us, and there's another one that my friend was staying in. Just going to kind of show you the way these are set up a little bit and how I kind of got everything packed into my pack. So got the sleeping bag stuffed in there. I do use primarily like a top quilt and bottom quilt with my hammock, but this time of year that's just too much heat, so I just go with the traditional like 60-degree sleeping bag because it's Nebraska in the summer, it gets toasty. So get the hammock stuffed away in here. Get the straps off of the tree from the other hammock, and we'll get those stuffed into their stuffed sack. And then the other hammock I have is an E&O hammock, and it actually stuffs into a pocket that's built into itself, which is kind of neat. Although, honestly, I would not recommend that hammock for anyone more than like 5'10" or so. Just not big enough. It's very important to pick up everything from your camp, especially in this kind of dispersed type camping. This isn't a dedicated campsite, it's just a wildlife management area. You gotta make sure to pick up all your trash, leave everything the way you found it, and just don't mess it up, don't make it ugly and nasty for other people. You can see here's just like a few random pieces of styrofoam from the worm box that we had with us. Just gotta make sure all that stuff's picked up. Strap down the old backpack onto there and pretty much good to go. So the other thing I'm going to show you guys here, this was kind of a short-ish video just showing you that big walleye and the missed hook set on the smallmouth there at Elwood Reservoir. That is from the other day. It was like June 13th. It was a Sunday morning. What I'm going to show you now is actually from Memorial Day. So on Memorial Day, did have some fish catches out at the archway. Here's the first one on a jig. You can kind of see me reeling that one in. When I was doing this, I went fishing with my friend Preston and just didn't really do very good commentary to go along with the fishing, so I figured I'd just show a few minutes of that footage, some of the fish catches, and talk you through it. It was kind of a tough day of fishing. Got some bites, I think 1 or 2 bites on the jig, a couple 3 bites on the jerk bait, a couple bites on the swim jig. This is a missed bite that I actually had on the jerk bait where it bit me on, I think, the second twitch into the cast. This is another one that I got after my GoPro was turned off because Preston had the sweet idea to turn our GoPros off in between spots to conserve battery. But I'm not smart enough to turn them back on, so that's an issue. Here he let me borrow his super sweet reel and rod combo for his jerk bait. And I managed to land a really nice white bass on this. This turns out to be a 16-inch white bass, and took that guy home for lunch. It was quite tasty. It definitely fed me and the wife, and I don't remember who else maybe had some snack on that. That was a pleasant surprise. So again, just throwing the jerkbait around. You can see me giving it those twitches. It's just the old reliable bait, no matter what time of year it is. Bring another one in there. Now I've got the swim jig out. I use a Picasso swim jig. It's kind of a bluegill type pattern. Then I throw like kind of a green pumpkin trailer on it. Just love setting the hook on that bait. Really all the fish that both of us caught this day that we were out. Here's one on the Senko. But really all the fish that we caught on Memorial Day were I would say pound and a half to 2 pounds, somewhere in that range. Nothing super tiny, but nothing interestingly big either. Just kind of a so-so day. They weren't really biting great, but we did get, a handful of bites each. Maybe got 8 or 9 fish each. I think here's my last one of the day on a swim jig. And then, honestly, we spent probably a couple hours in the afternoon fishing without really even getting another bite to finish out the day. So that was kind of frustrating. Talked to a handful of other people on after Memorial Day who said that also did not have a huge amount of success on that day, but we did okay. So I thought I'd throw that footage in here for you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Good to be back, and we'll catch you on the next one.